everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. So today I'm going to do a book review. So this book review is Love, Lie, Repeat by Catherine Greer. This book was provided to me by Penguin Random House Australia in exchange for a review. I really appreciate it, and I thank you so much for providing me with this book in exchange for a review, Penguin. So, Love, Lie, Repeat by Catherine Greer is a contemporary novel set around a group of three girls. They call themselves sirens. The struggles of these three girls, who are Ruby Rachel Monk, Ashlyn Caitlin Darby, and Annie Margaretta Sharp, and how they are facing life whilst also coping with high school. So, it's set in Sydney, Australia, and it follows the main leader of our trio, Annie Margaretta Sharp. So it's not, it's only from the opinion of one person more than swapping between the three people. I didn't actually notice it swapping from anyone but Annie Margaretta Sharp, and her stories seem to combine with the other girls and their histories that came out as her storyline went. But Annie is dealing with trust issues after killing her aunt Margaretta through the use of a beehive after she found her aunt. I'm not sure if it was a deliberate fact that she killed her or just not deliberate, I'm not sure. But after she found her aunt, her mum's sister, cheating on her mum with her father. Due to this, her dad leaves and finds a new younger girlfriend who he marries and gets pregnant, and will no longer spend much time with Annie. And when he is meant to, he leaves her stuck with Chloe, her new stepmom basically, whom she despises because of how he just replaced her mother. At the same time, she also considers her mother weak due to her drinking and the fault that her mother did nothing about her father's cheating and spent more time going out getting wasted with Margaretta than at home with her daughter. I think that, I don't know if that changes much I think her mum seems to be around a fair bit in the storyline in the current tense, so I think maybe that's changed a bit, I'm not sure. I don't know if she still gets drunk or not. I can't fully remember seeing bits where her mum is drunk in the story as it is, because it does mostly focus on Annie, not really time with her mother or whichever. There's only rare bits where she's spending time with her mother, but her mother seems to do fitness and stuff, so I think her mother's changed her life around a bit. I'm still a bit confused about that part with her mother. Then there is the issues happening with Trip, Ashlyn's long lost brother, whom is now living with Ashlyn and her parents after being kicked out of boarding school for starting fires. So Trip also has his own issues, and he's kind of interested in Annie, but at the same time he is kind of a bit of a cheater and all of that sort of stuff, so it's kind of a very confusing time. And as for Annie's friends, Ruby is into fashion and textiles and plans on entering the school's fashion competition. I don't know, she's also a healthy eater, so she doesn't eat chocolate or anything like that, but whereas Ashlyn likes chocolate and stuff. But also Ashlyn is LGBTQ, and she also has depression that causes her to cut due to the pressures of no one knowing about how she likes girls/women. We don't actually find out about this till later in the story. Ashlyn is also very much into sports, particularly basketball. I'm not going to go into much about these two's plot lines as they very much tie into Annie's storyline, considering Annie is the one telling the story and the whole story is kind of about Annie based around with these two as her best friends and as a group of three, and so it's sort of, I don't want to spoil too much of the storyline if I can avoid it. I really enjoyed Love, Lie, Repeat and how it ties into real life. It does contain themes around cheating, LGBTQ, troubled teens, but at the same time I can relate to the book due to the fact that I've had some experience of those in my life with, like, let's just say with my personal life, and I don't really want to hugely go into that. And the troubled teens for me was more based around bullying / making relationships / making friends. So it was kind of different to how this book relayed out. At the same time, I could still relate to it, but even though my experiences were slightly different. And I also am not LGBTQ, but I am understanding that everyone is different, and I like to accept people for who they are, not what they are. I actually find it interesting reading books with LGBTQ relationships in them to learn and be more understanding and accepting of LGBTQ plus couples or relationships or whatever, because I'm realizing as time goes we need to learn and adjust and accept and change our opinions, how we think of people, what we think of people, and just be more understanding and more accepting and try and change what we've done in the past with how we do things in the future. I've also decided I'm not going to rate this book due to the fact I'm kind of torn about ratings due to relating to the book. Even if not everything is the same, it still hit personal notes of my life, and I did kind of, whilst I wasn't flat out crying, I did feel emotional while reading it, and it did get some feelings going. Even though I wasn't getting over emotional, the feelings still happened, and there were some moments when I sort of thought in my mind, what just happened, and had to stop reading for a short while. But I wouldn't let those things stop you from picking up the book, as it was a really great storyline that kept you involved. The characters, plot, scenes kept surprising you time after time. I would definitely recommend giving it a go. It was kind of in my storyline, something I enjoyed, but kind of something that was kind of not something I would rush to pick up again right soon. But I am enjoying learning about the different genres and storylines, and I'm still working out with the contemporary novels what type of contemporary novels are for me, and what are the contemporary novels that I like and enjoy. I've always kind of loved fantasy, and I still love fantasy, but for me it's still, I guess I'm still experimenting with the thriller books and the contemporary novels and all of those sorts of things, and just working out which part of those contemporary and thriller novels and that fit. But at the same time, I'm more open these days to just trying anything, because I don't know what I might love or what I might not love, and it's kind of nice to have a surprise at times. So yeah, I would definitely recommend giving it a go. I'm glad I did read it. I did enjoy it. I don't know. I'm still kind of torn on what exactly to think about everything that went on in there. So I guess that's a sign of a good book, but it leaves you thinking afterwards. But yeah, if you really enjoyed this book review or enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe and comment. I always love hearing from you. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you. Well, if you'd like to leave a like, subscribe and comment, I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye.